Hello and welcome to my new Let's Play of Kirby's Return to Dreamland. This game was an interesting return to form for Kirby after a few years of an absence. So, let's actually not waste any time with introductions and get started. So an alien has landed on Popstar, which is where Kirby is from, and he's lost all of his ship parts and 120 energy spheres. So our job is to help him out, starting with level 1, Cookie County. I think that's what it said. Country. Okay, that's a small difference. So this is unique because this is the first Kirby game to have 4-player multiplayer. Now, you may be thinking, that doesn't seem that special now, but back then it was a big deal because Kirby had only had, I think, 2 players for the main story. Well, not counting Amazing Mirror, I guess. But for, you know, a traditional Kirby game, I guess, this was kind of a first. So we have sort of superstar style combos with different power-ups. So we have sword, so we got sword beam because we have full health. We can do all sorts of dash attacks and aerials and all sorts of cool moves. Standard Kirby, Kirby fare, I guess is the term. I mean, dash, very non-intrusive tutorials. Yes, this is Return to Dreamland for a reason, because this game had an interesting development cycle. The game was first announced in E3 2005 for the Nintendo GameCube. I am not making this up. If you look up Kirby E3 2005, you can actually find a trailer for a Kirby game that was in the works for GameCube, and also possibly Wii. They were doing a lot of cross-platforms, but a lot of them got cancelled. A good example of that is Super Paper Mario, which was only on Wii, but it actually happened. This is an energy sphere. First one. Energy spheres are scattered across the land. Try to find all of the hidden ones. So they are our main collectible for this journey. So if we shake the controller, we can actually do a more powerful suction move, which is the sort of gimmick of this game. It's okay. I will say it's one of the more intrusive gimmicks, and we'll get into that a little bit later, but it's not too terrible. It's just, when you're playing with 4 people, you get a choice actually of whether you want to be 4 Kirbys or if you want to be Kirby and his friends. Well, actually, none of them are his friends, traditionally, because Meta Knight is kind of a jerk, DD's kind of a jerk, and Bandana D is also kind of a jerk. But in this game, they're nice, so, yes. They are our 4 main characters, and they all have their unique movesets. And it's pretty cool to not all be Kirby. But if you prefer, you can also just all be Kirbys, if you all want to have similar experiences. So we got a special power from the Special Blade Knight. We got the Ultra Sword, which can just destroy everything mercilessly, and it's pretty cool, but it's also a pace breaker for the people not being Ultra. That is my main complaint about the game, so I'm getting it out of the way now. It is a pace breaker in multiplayer, having to stop and wait for player 1 to do something cool, while everyone else is just sort of hanging around. Again, not the end of the world, but just something that I do find a bit noteworthy in this game. But yeah, early trailers did look a little bit different, because it was a little bit more 2.5D, as they say, which is like 2D, but it, you know, looks fancier. It's got more camera transitions and different angles, and it just looks more dynamic. And this is just a very straightforward platformer, but some things did stick, like the ability to stack on your partners, because that game also had AI partners slash probably human partners. I actually don't remember, it's been so long, and I remember being so hyped because I actually don't know why, because I hadn't even gone into Kirby in 2005. I had literally played Air Ride and seen the anime, and that was it for my Kirby experience. But my first mainline Kirby game was Squeak Squad in 2006. So, yeah. Canvas Curse happened, Squeak Squad happened, but the main console Kirby game just kind of dropped off the face of the planet. And then Epic Yarn happened in 2010, which was weird because, like, oh, what happened to the other Kirby game? And there's all sorts of stuff about being cancelled and so on, and frankly it kind of was cancelled, low-key. But the game went through many different revisions, and then ended up as Return to Dreamland. So that's your brief, convoluted development history of Kirby Return to Dreamland. It's pretty fun. It's definitely the forerunner of our current Kirby craze, which just, I feel like, peaked with Planet Robobot and is continuing with Star Allies, because all of them are based on this style, I guess. I don't really think they should continue too much longer, because Star Allies is a little bit safer than Robobot. I mean, it's still legitimately good, it seems. I haven't played it yet. This is being recorded about 2 weeks before it goes live. So Star Allies isn't actually out yet. But I thought it'd be fun to actually look back at this game, because truth be told, I haven't played this game since launch. I played it once, 100%ed it, did the arena, called it a day. I didn't even do extra mode. So, what this playthrough will entail is going through story mode, 100%, all energy spheres acquired, arena, all of the sub-games, standard stuff. However, I also plan to show off extra mode, which is going to be a little bit redundant because it's kind of the same thing, but I'm not going to show all of it, I'm just going to show what's different. And then also the end of the series will be much to my dismay. True Arena, because I've never done the True Arena in this game. And I'm sure it's gonna be terrible, because True Arena always... Actually, no, wait, it shouldn't be that bad. I mean, I did Robobots, so it can't be that bad. Robobots is ridiculous, I'm just gonna say right now. So I am really not looking forward to Star Allies True Arena, because it's probably gonna be really brutal. It's been rebranded apparently as like just boss rush, but you can crank up the difficulty to like literally Kirby burning curry with pouring on too much hot sauce. I'm not making this up. So yeah, I'm sure the max difficulty for True Arena is gonna make up for all the complaints about the game being too easy. So we can toss the little cannon and fly up here for the first energy sphere of 1-2. The cannon does have a timer, so it's flashing red to indicate, yeah, it's running out of energy. So we got Needle making its return. Feels like Needle isn't in a ton of games. 64 springs to mind, and Air Ride for the last appearances of it, which was a while ago. Yeah, we can actually do like a Sonic-style roll attack now. And can stick to walls. Also, if you circle motion on the D-pad, you will actually launch all these spikes. By the way, this is only compatible with the Wii Remote sideways. So if you like options, too bad, you're not getting them. Luckily, the new game seems to be rectifying that and giving you options like Joy-Cons by themselves, but also just, you know, Pro Controller. Which is how I'll probably play it. They're giving us fire, and they're giving us beam. I almost said spark, but that's the wrong move. Let's go beam. Got a mid-boss. Gigant Edge? I don't know how to say that. He's not really a threat. I mean, I'm just using the charge attack, which is mapped to 1. But if we inhale him, we just get sword. Never mind, I thought we'd be able to show off something. But we can't cut that through a wall, which totally fights physics, and we can get our second energy sphere. Hopefully that is our second. That is our third. Shoot, I missed one. Somewhere. Well, that's awkward. That is actually awkward. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to redo this stage then. I was hoping it'd take a little bit longer before we started having to redo levels, but here we are. And we're still on the second tier, because I am being really conservative with our minigame this time. Yeah, I am going to figure out where that is and collect it, but I think we have time, really quick, to do stage 3. Now, the new game actually has very fundamental changes. This formula is actually closer to Squeak Squad, which I am actually okay with. Squeak Squad was my introduction, so I'm used to this. The energy spheres are basically the treasure chests from Squeak Squad, so I'm actually totally okay with this mechanic, but I'm also totally okay with the adventure style, which is what the new game actually goes back to. So we got Spark, which replaces Plasma. It works similarly in that you can charge it up by circle motions on the D-pad, and there is our first energy sphere of 1-3 below the entrance, being all sneaky. But yeah, Spark replaces Plasma in most games, because Plasma's OP really a lot in Superstar. Like, ridiculous. Like, words cannot express how overpowered it is, and I always use it as a result. Because I have no shame. So, that's teaching us that we can basically use the Wii Remote shaking powered suction to pick up a lot of things and just shoot out a giant star. That's for Beam, so we should get Beam. They're probably going to make us use this to get another energy sphere, so might as well pick it up now. But yeah, very Superstar inspired gameplay-wise, with the addition of co-op. Like Superstar, you can guard, which I'll be showing off here, you cannot guard. That must have been added in Triple Deluxe. Just how much I know. Okay, I wasn't sure if I'd make that jump, but we made it. And we got number 2, hopefully. Number 2. I'm gonna go under here, just to be on the safe side. And it's pretty leisurely. You're not gonna be too stressed playing this game, except if you play Extra Mode / Arena and True Arena. But for the most part, the main story is a pretty leisurely stroll. You're not gonna be challenged too much. If you have a friend, make sure to bring them along on this little lovely journey. Or not, because actually having 4 people makes this a little hectic. I've only seen one Let's Play of this game, and it was 4-player, and it was like really crazy. Sometimes bosses get shredded, but basic navigation can sometimes be a problem when you have 4 people all vying for screen space. And also, I think everyone it auto-targets Kirby, basically. So, like, if Kirby dies, you start over. Even if D&D Meta Knight or other Kirbys are still totally fine. So that was kind of weird. That's not how New Super Mario Bros. Does it, and I actually prefer the New Super Mario Bros. Method by comparison. So, take this key over here, got the 3rd energy sphere of this level, and that's actually right at the end. So, with that, I am going to go back, get the one I missed in 1-2. Was that good? That was not good. I mean, it was good, but it wasn't like perfect. I think Robobot gives you a lot of leeway actually for the bonus game. And I actually like that about Robobot, is it's very easy to jump into, but it's still like the most unique Kirby game in a while. I could have sworn you could guard, but I'm pushing B. Oh, it's A. That makes no sense, but I guess, okay. Like, B just makes more sense because it's usually the trigger. But in any case, I'm gonna go back into stage 2, and I will see you back at the energy sphere. So I found the last energy sphere. It's right floating in the trees, in this little tree vertical section. In any case, I am going to end the part here. So thank you for watching, and I hope you join me next time for more Kirby's Return to Dreamland.